Move on to the question and session, and one question will be from brother's side and the second will be from sister's side.
Assalamu alaikum. Brother Sheikh Yusuf, as you told, you were in a radio show a couple of years ago. The host of the program was saying something against Islam. If I am not mistaken, Brother Yusuf, you said there was a book written by Steve Emerson. Which book is that? I want to know.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wassalamu rasulullah, Allah. First things first, you are asking me about a book. And before I go any further, فَإِنَ أَسْتَقُ الْحَدِيثِ كِتَابُ اللَّهِ, the best of the books is this book. So I'm going to recommend this book before I talk about any book, even books that I write. I love this book. It's called Al-Quran. As far as the book that I mentioned earlier, until I'm ready to endorse it and get people to buy it, I'm not going to mention it. The reason is because I found today the Muslims, their iman is so weak that they're going to all of the websites that attack Islam, but they won't come to the websites that promote it. So I'm not going to tell you the name of the book because I know you'll go buy it, and I don't want you to do that. Okay? But I love you for the sake of Allah. It's a good question, and you gave me a chance to say something I really wanted to say anyway, so thank you. By the way, I did not pay him to say this. I wanted to tell you this, by the way. Thank you. But here's the deal. Right now, if you go to google.com on the internet, everybody know what's a Google? Yes, you're Googlers, aren't you? When you go there and type in the word Islam, you're going to find there's like 10 million websites got the word Islam. I have 3, alhamdulillah, websites, domain names. Islam tomorrow, Islam yesterday, and Islam always. With those sites, and we're promoting them. You hear me all the time talking about it. It's in our CDs, it's in our videos, everywhere. But even so, out of those 10 million, we only come up about 65. Sometimes 58, 57, 62, 71, 72, like that. We're not in the top 10. We used to be in the top 10 always, in 1999, but not anymore. But in the top 10, every single time you go to Google, in the top 10, there are at least 2 websites attacking Islam. The first one is, I'm not going to tell you. And the second one is, and I'm not going to tell you that one either. But I want you to stop going to the websites that attack Islam, because wallahi, every time you do it, it makes it go up in the search engine. And stop and think about it. If I give you a glass of water, you don't know where it came from. And we're in India. But I give you another glass of water and you saw me pour it out of the mineral water bottle. Which one are you going to drink from? So thank you for giving me a chance to advertise the book I want you to drink from right here. The Quran al-Kareem. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. This question is from a non-Muslim lady. She says, when she's been to this conference, she sees women and men having been segregated. Now she feels this is barbaric, this is downgrading and ill-treating women because they are put in the back seats. And there's a screen drawn in between the men and the women. So please comment on this.
If you don't mind,
yes.
I would like to tell this lady, our friend here, that we are very comfortable in, if we were in between so many men, we wouldn't be as comfortable as we are here. Thank you, and the rest of it is left to you to answer, because we want a more detailed answer, and I can't be so detailed because I don't have so much knowledge.
Sister, you don't need a whole lot of knowledge, you just need some common sense, and that was beautiful. That's the way to say it. My wife, alhamdulillah, is from Texas just like me. She was born in what's called the Church of God. I was in the Disciples of Christ Church. When I was a boy in the 1940s, I'm an old guy, my mother used to get angry when she saw women showing their arms. This Christian Christian, showing the arms. And if they show some of their legs, she said, this lady is trash. She's trash. And if a woman went in the street with her stomach out because she's going to have a baby, she said, oh my God. She said, in my day, no woman would have the nerve to walk out in public with a baby inside of her because this is haram. She's saying, for Christian. The Catholic Church has their best women wearing covered from the top to the bottom, and they never get to sit with men. They live in a convent. Is that true or false? Now lately they've been trying to change the clothes, but for 2,000 years these women couldn't take off their hijab called habit. They couldn't take it off from morning till night except to go to sleep or take a bath. But I want to share one little quick story with you and let you think about it for yourself. You think about this. I'm going to tell you what happened. Use your brain and see if it works. I was down in Titusville, Florida, some years back during Ramadan. After my speech, I was talking only about one subject, the main subject in Islam, which is Allah. Like I did tonight, explain who is Allah, what's our relationship. You have to do your ibadah or your worship only for Allah. Love your Lord, your God, with all your heart, all your might, and all your soul, just like the Christians say. And I talked about that. And then when I was finished, they said, there are two girls who want to talk to you. I said, okay. They said, are you sure, Sheikh, you don't want to eat with us? I said, no, I'll give up the meal. Let me go talk to them. So I went and sat down. I asked them, how old are you? They said, 19. I said, okay, what's your question? They said, why are you so oppressive to the women? I said, what? I give a lecture about God. Why are you asking me about that? They said, we want to know, why do you have a partition? See the partition? Why do you have a partition between the men and the women? I said, is that your only question? She said, yes. I said, okay. If that petition wasn't there, would you like the rest of what I said tonight? It's okay. She said, oh yeah. So this is the only thing stopping you from being a Muslim, is this petition? They said, yeah. I said, okay. There's no problem then, is it? But let me ask you a question. What religion are you? They said, we're Catholic. I said, oh really? Who are the best of your best women in Catholic Church? They said, the nuns are the best women. I said, you're right. How do they dress? Don't they dress and cover up their whole body, only the face and the hands showing? They said, we didn't ask you about dress. We asked you about the petition. I said, no, hold on. I'm trying to explain to you with questions. Is this how they dress? I said, yeah. Okay. When can they take that dress off? I said, we don't know. I said, well, I do. Never. Except for a bath and to go to bed. When can these ladies take it off? In fact, no woman ever has to wear hijab in Islam, ever. As long as she's not around strange men. That's the only reason for it. Is so strange men are not looking at her body. And I'm going to share something with you. In India, I don't know if the Muslims are even aware of this. I'm going to have to stand up to show you something. In Islam, there's something called the awra. That's the Arabic word. The part that's forbidden for anybody to see is from this, called the navel, to this, which is the knee. This part, your private parts, are forbidden for anybody to see ever. This is not right to show this. So when we take a bath, we take it in private. Okay? This rule is not only for men. It's for women. And I know a lot of brothers are going to go, oh, no, Sheikh. No. A woman has to be covered all the time. Even to go to the bathroom. I heard that. You're wrong. Show me the proof. The woman wears covering only, and read it in the Quran. It's in chapter 24, Surah An-Nur. Tell the believing woman